Kingfisher is a beer produced by United Breweries Group in India. United Breweries Group also owns Kingfisher Airlines, Formula One Force India, and the Kingfisher East Bengal football team. First brewed in 1978, Kingfisher is now owned and controlled by Heineken Group. Is this premium lager worth checking out? Let's find out on Two Dudes Reviews. What up, guys? Yep, today we have good old Kingfisher Premium Lager. Now, it's from India. Never had it before, so let's see what's going on. But, perfectly honest, the bottle kind of worries me. It's got that kind of like murky brownish green color thing going on, and it's kind of like, I don't know, man. Something about this is, I don't know. But who knows, maybe I'm just totally off base, and maybe it's delicious. Let's hope it's delicious. But, alright, yeah, I don't know why people use like this really murky, super clear green, because the clear green with the beer in it just looks not great. So, I don't know. But anyways, let's check out the smell. Honestly, it just kind of smells like your general, like, kind of cheap, not super cheap, but just lager. There's not like a whole lot of... You know, it has that kind of wet, weedish smell going on. A little bit of maybe like a lemon zest. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of just stuff going on with this. I mean, it doesn't smell bad, but there's just like a void of anything really, like, nothing stands out. It's just kind of meh. Yeah, it just smells like a meh beer. But since, yeah, there's just not a lot to pick up on this. So, you know, I'm gonna rate it a half. It doesn't smell bad, but again, there's just nothing like super amazing about it. So maybe the taste will change. So let's check out the taste. Alright, the taste definitely tastes a little different than what I was thinking. Maybe a little more bitter. Definitely more bitter than I was anticipating that was going to come into it. And it's not as skunky, I guess, as I was thinking. I mean, you know, it does have a little more light protection than just your clear glass, but not a whole lot more. But it doesn't have like that kind of wet, just bread taste that you might get from a lot of just the clear glass bottles. So none of that's going on. It has a little bit of bitterness, not heavy, but there's some in there. A little bit of a zest from like a citrus in there, but not like it's not like super lemony. You don't get like the fruitiness, but you still have like kind of that rind flavor going on in there. You know, a little malty, a hair on the bitterness, but there's not like a ton of stuff going on. It tastes a little different than what I was anticipating, but it's okay. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Like if you pick that up, you know, I don't know. I'll give it another half. It's not bad enough to me just to say no, but there's just not a whole lot of like things going on with it. So I don't know, but it's alright. Next category is value for price, and to be perfectly honest, this has been sitting in my fridge for a very long time. I've kind of been putting off trying it. It's just been staring at me, and I'm like, I'm gonna try something else today. But I mean, the price was like $2.50. I'm thinking $2.50, $3. You know, not for importing from India. That's not terrible at all. But again, there's other beers that for this price you get something way better. If you know what you're looking for, you get a really good Mexican beer for, you know, like $1 less per bottle. So, you know, yeah. Again, if you know what to look for the Mexican beers, go with that. But you know, even with that said, it's not a terrible price. But then again, it's not great. It's almost like how the entire beer's going. It's okay, not great. I'm gonna give it a half. Okay, next is distinction. How distinct is it from other lagers? I guess I can't really compare it to other Indian lagers because I can't say I've had any other Indian lagers that I'm aware of. Maybe I've had one before, but I don't know. So I'm just gonna have to kind of compare it to your general Pilsner, and again, it doesn't stand out at all. It's not as it's got a little more flavor characteristics than just a super cheap Pilsner or a lager or whatever, which is, you know, that's nice. But again, it doesn't really stand out. So for distinction, I'm not going to recommend it on distinction. It just kind of, it's muddled up in a giant pot of all these other, you know, kind of lagers that you'll have it and you'll drink through it, but you're probably never going to get it again because it's not a memorable beer. That's exactly what Kingfisher is. It's just not memorable. You could probably confuse it for another couple hundred other different kinds of beers that are just, I don't know, maybe they have pretty much the exact same recipe. Maybe it's the exact guy just kind of bounced around from different breweries making beers for different companies. I don't know, but there's really nothing that great about it, so I'm not going to recommend it on distinction. Next category is drinkability, and alright, let's get another sip of this real quick. Yeah, I feel like this is a beer you've got to drink cold, because once it starts to get warmer, yeah, you're going to struggle a little bit. And this was already kind of starting to get a little warm, and it's already getting the, oof, this is, yeah. As long as it's cold, if I pop it right out of the fridge and drink it relatively quickly, I shouldn't have a problem with it. Maybe I'd drink two, maybe, if there's nothing else to have. But after that, I'd be so sick of it that I wouldn't want to. So I'm like, can I just have some water? That's how extreme we're getting. So I'll give it another half. It's just, I can get through the bottle fine as long as it's cold. But other than that, it's just, you're not going to want to drink more of them probably. So, alright, last category is would I buy it again? And perfectly honest, no, I have no intentions on buying this beer again. Even if I'm at an Indian restaurant or something, I will find something else. I'm sure they'll have a different kind of beer or drink or water available, and I'll just go with something else. I don't know. I mean, you know, the beer's okay. It's not great. I have no freaking idea why places go with this. I mean, I guess it's a step above the clear glass in terms of light protection, but when you put like a brown liquid inside of this kind of green, you just get that like sludge. It's not appealing. It's not, you don't see it like, ooh, that looks really good. It's like, no, that looks kind of gross. I don't know. So that's kind of it sums up the entire beer. I don't know. There's nothing that great about it. So, yeah, I'm not going to buy it again. And that is my review of Kingfisher Lager out of India. Now, maybe this is your favorite beer and you love it. Let me know. Maybe you hate it. Let me know. Maybe you know of a good Indian beer that you think I should check out. Let me know about that too. And if you want more from Two Dudes in a Six Pack, you can check out the description below. I have a link to the podcast, and you can pick up an official Two Dudes in a Six Pack t-shirt with Admiral Akbar. And that is about it. So feel free to like and subscribe. That'd be fantastic. That'd help me out a lot. It helps with the YouTube getting the word out to more people. But that is about it for this beer review. Until next time, for myself and Kingfisher, take it easy.